So what I really like about pufferfish is that you get to learn public speaking in a really fun way.
Pufferfish really did change my life.
These sessions are very informative and enjoyable.
I used to be scared and nervous, but now I'm not even a little bit.
All three of my coaches, they are amazing.
You could just laugh your head off whenever the coach cracked a joke.
They're super funny, they're really friendly.
The time is like flying when you get to be with them.
And what I like about the FB Live is
that feeling when you're done going live on Facebook, you feel proud of yourself.
So join our international community. Thank you.
Colombo, are you really good with ideas but need help with expressing and presenting it to your team or an audience or a group of people, whatever you might call it? I have had these similar problems too. Sometimes we know what to say, how to say it, but the struggles to express it to an audience is tough to understand, and expression becomes almost impossible. I needed help. We need help. Practice, and most importantly, coaching. Now I am able to express myself. I am trying to master the skills of presentation, but perfection is a process and it's a journey. Anything to become a public speaker and to be confident is my game, and I like to do it. So do yourself a favor. Join me, click the link and sign up, and I shall be able to give you a free consultation on how we can go about the next step.
Let's talk about the Intensive Communications Program for juniors. Why the Intensive Communications Program? Because communications is something that takes place with intense concentration, and if you do not have intense concentration, and there's a high possibility that you don't have concentration at all, so it's very necessary. How does an intensive communications program work? Discipline, skill, performance, and results. If you are being given the right type of environment to nurture the right type of social skills and the communication skills, you will always find yourself
Hello everybody, and welcome to this new episode where we at the ICP Juniors are celebrating World International Justice Day. This day has got a lot of information on it and is seldom identified and celebrated all around the world. Reason why is because there is a lot of information around it, and sometimes people say that it's a little too much for children to express. And they make sure that the topic and the content of it becomes very tough. So here is what the ICP juniors are here to present. They're going to try their level best to express to you the importance of this day. What is justice? What is criminal law, if they might? And why is it that they celebrate this International Justice Day? Now, here is the best advice that I could give you. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and make sure that you make this an amazing learning episode. To kickstart this particular session, I'd like to invite a very good friend of mine, that is Savino Somasuri. Over to you, Savino.
Hi, my name is Savino Somsri. Today, I'm going to talk about World International Justice Day. Why is International Justice Day important? It is important to recognize the efforts of the international justice system and strengthen it. The promotes the rights, the victims' support of the justice, and bringing peace to the world. Please, be justice. Don't steal other people's things. Stay in calm manners. Thank you. Over to you, Mr. Shuaib.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Savino, for expressing it in quick and in a nutshell about what you understand about International Justice Day. Let's bring in another friend of ours, Ayumi Gunasekara. Hey Ayumi, please tell us, what do you understand about International Justice Day?
Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about World Justice Day. So what is justice? Have you ever heard of this and not quite sure what it is? I think some of you know what's justice and some of you not, but don't worry. Every year on July 17th, we celebrate Justice Day. We celebrate this day to help prevent serious crimes from taking place. Let's look at equality and diversity. Equality and diversity are totally different things. Equality is about ensuring that everybody has an equal opportunity at home, work, and in society, and that each person is not treated differently or discriminated against just because of their characteristics. Diversity means uh, it means understanding that each individual is unique and recognizing our individual differences. That this can be gender and this can be the age. Also, it can be the physical abilities and uh, many more. But all this doesn't mean that if you are different from something, you have to be treated in a different way. So in South America, if I'm right, there was a rule that black people and white people cannot stay together. I don't think that rule is right, and I don't think that people have to be treated in a different way just because of their color. What's the big deal? Why can't black people and white people stay together? After all, we all are humans, and every person in this world has to be treated in the same way and in a very fair way. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Ayumi, for expressing that in a beautiful nutshell. I know very well that you did a few hours of reading to compose that expression that you just did, and I think you did a marvelous job in expressing it. Let's move on to our other ICP juniors on what they have to share about how they understand what World International Justice Day is. Over to you, Shanul Thamisha.
Yes, thank you, sir. So, everyone, since we are talking about the World Justice Day, now let me ask you a question. Do you know what justice really is? Well, there are certain different ways that people put it in. But well, to me, justice is people getting what they deserve. People might put it differently, but well, after hours of research, it proves that that's the right way to put it. And then, well, do you know why a person is in jail? Well, that person has done something wrong, and they go to jail because that's what they deserve, right? Because they broke the laws, and they deserve to go in jail. So it's reasonable to say that they are getting what they deserve. But the problem with me is why I don't understand. The people don't get what they deserve in the world these days, as far as I can see it. A few years, like not so long ago, America had a rule, just like Amy said, there was a rule that white people and black people should stay apart, even in public buses. One side was for the white people, and the other side was for the black people. And the schools were all different too. Why is this all important? Why is it a rule? Why are people getting why are people getting discriminated just for their skin color? People do many great things, and they should get much more than just being, than just being a huge problem by I don't understand why people think of these people as a huge problem. They're like, stay away from me, you're black. That's what white people say, and then sometimes that can happen. So you see, it's very unfair. Why should people be judged by their skin color or their religion? Well, people are people, right? We have two arms, two legs, we have one head, we have two eyes, we have one nose, we have one mouth. Sorry if I went a little too far there. But we're all the same. That's my point. We shouldn't be discriminated for our differences, right? You may be short, you may be tall, but you're the same. You're the same person as everyone. You have a heart. You can feel things. My point, well, you shouldn't discriminate others, and others shouldn't discriminate you. Well, you might think that just you doing bad stuff isn't a big deal, but Well, I'm going to end my speech with one important thing. Mm, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice that is everywhere. Thank you.
Indeed, indeed, Channel Kamisha. I'd like to hear that one more time just before you leave, please. What is that final quote that you just said?
Okay, sir. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
Very true, very true. And I think in times like this, wherever we are, and based on whatever you were saying, what's happening around the world and everywhere, and us as a nation as well, indeed, it's very, very true. We are all being threatened by injustice.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Chanuk Kamisha, for sharing in and doing enough reading to express yourself on that. And I love the fact that you gave in a personal opinion to this. All right, let's bring in Umar Dilshad, who is about to share something about what he understands about International World Justice Day. Hi, Umar. How's it going?
It's going good, and today I'm going to be talking about a speech, a very important speech. So, good evening to everyone, to all our participants, to all our viewers, to all our amazing viewers watching this, to everyone who is watching this. Today we will be talking about a very, very important topic. Today we are going to be talking about World International Justice Day Against Criminal Acts. So, my topic is the theme for 2021, and before that I want to tell you something that is very important. So justice can come in many forms, and justice can mean many different things. Justice could mean, like, it could mean standing up for yourself. Justice could mean getting what you deserve, getting what's right for you. Justice stands for what you deserve, getting what you deserve. Justice can have much more meanings, and you can think of much more meanings for justice. But I have this meaning, which means everything. The true meaning of justice means getting what you deserve. And why is this meaning that? The reason this is meaning that is because you get what you deserve. You do something and you get it back in return. And justice is in that little act too. Now, let me ask you something. Why is the theme for 2021 called History and Significance? This is a question that everyone should know, but there is a meaning behind this. The reason for this is something that happened a very long time ago, and it happened like a very long time ago, like back then in 1990s, and it's part of history, and this is mostly why it's called History and Significance. And the theme for 2021 is called History and Significance, during an event that happened a long time back again. And that event is a story that caused justice to happen, and even little things can cause justice. So there was a rule in America that said white people and black people could not be. And of course, many people have told this, but I'm just trying to turn it again. So there was this rule that in the bus that there is one place for white people and one place for black people. But during that, there was one lady, and she sat in the white people's side. So the bus owner of that said she had to get up. But she did something very simple which turned into history. History for everyone. She said refuse. So, of course, this was a law back then, and she went into jail for that. But, did you know, now every person is standing up for themselves and serving justice because of that one very simple act that she did. So, yeah, that is how justice can be. Now, here's the moral of my speech. Justice can come in many ways, many different forms, and many different things can happen from justice. And justice does not only mean standing up for yourself or getting what you deserve. There can be many more meanings. So, before I'd like to end my speech, I need to ask one question for everyone. What do you think is the true meaning of justice? Of course, I have told you, but what do you think? What is more suitable for you? Can you all please write that down in the comments? And thank you for listening to my speech. Goodbye to all my amazing participants, to all the viewers, to everyone who is watching this today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Umar Dilshad, for coming in with absolute energy and expressing what you understand. I believe that it's about time that you share stories end to end and we can learn more from the stories. And I'm looking forward to listening to your storytelling technique in the near future. Thank you very much, Umar Dilshad. I'd like to call, thank you. I'd like to call in Zaid Naushad to join us here on this chat where we are connecting dots on the importance of International World Justice Day and its theme. To everybody else who is backstage, I will kindly request everybody to please be ready with their cameras turned on. Also, pay attention to the screen as we are having viewers listening to us and waiting to learn from us as we learn together with them. All right, Zaid Naushad, do tell us what is on your mind as to and what is it that you understand about International World Justice Day. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity you have given me. And some of you might know what justice is, but I don't think most of you know. You might know, but you don't use it wisely. So I'm here to bring it to an end. All these justice problems, you get it to your mind, all the problems facing. So what is justice? Justice means not only giving freedom for others, not only we get freedom, it is the opportunity we give towards others and for the youngsters in the future generation, our children and their children, or we should give justice. If there is no justice, there is no use of living on earth. So as you can see, justice is a concept of a moral rightness based ethics, rationality, law, natural law, religion, equity, and fairness, as well as the administration of the law, taking into account the inalienable and informed rights of all human beings. We should give the opportunity for everyone to get their justice, and we do also celebrate this Justice Day because of that. We need to tell others, and we need to give the others, and we need to acknowledge others about this justice that they should have. Justice is not only by giving freedom, we should give them an opportunity. uh, there are some people who don't give opportunity for those black people and white people. They see differences between people. That is that is really bad. That hurts us. The people, those who does this, I don't know whether they have a heart or no, but I don't know how they do that. That's very, very bad. And also you can see, uh, also you can see these Palestinians. They are also not getting justice very, very nicely. Uh, they don't know when they are going to have a bomb on their roof going to blast, and they don't know when they are going to die. So why don't we try and give them justice? Justice is one of the most important thing in life. If there's no justice, there's no use of living in earth. There's no use of living a life. Even there is no use of living without giving justice. We should give justice. So what I'm going to say is, let us all give justice and take justice so that we can live a happy and we can live a happy and we can give our children an opportunity to live happily. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Zaid, for throwing in your insights on this. So, freedom alone does not mean justice, and you also believe that justice is something a little bit beyond just freedom and the exercise of it. And I also believe that there is quite a big difference in just simply saying you're free to do something, and there is justice, there is law, and your rights are being exercised. And it's a deeper topic when you get into learning it more. Uh, Zaid, I just want to ask you a quick question. Do you find the learning mechanism that you are utilizing to express yourself on the pufferfish lives by reading and expressing yourself, is it helping you?
Yeah, it helps me a lot.
Good to know. Good to know. We are having somebody else joining in with more content that is actually saying Palestinian conflict is a great example where justice is normalized. Thank you for sharing it, Zaid. So that's a big thank you out to you. Also from Sanjeevani Munasinga, insightful, great topic from Papa Fish. Thank you very much, Zaid, for also saying that. We also have another comment that comes in. Great points, Zaid, and a thumbs up. Thank you very much, Zaid, for all that effort. Let's
Welcome.
bring in Thank you very much. Let's bring in Ala Jamil, who's joining us in. And Ala Jamil has got a very interesting point to share with us about international justice. How are you, Ala?
Fine.
Ala, your connectivity sounds a little slow. I hope it does not slow it down further.
The internet is very bad. Even though I put the router close, it's still very bad. But it'll
Oh
be
dear.
okay. I am
It
going to
is-
talk about good evening, everyone. Today I'm highlighting about justice. How can you define justice? Justice means doing good to friends, doing good to families, neighbors, communities, teachers, and those who are unable to meet their needs. Moving on, diversity and equality. Equality is about ensuring everybody has an equal opportunity and is not treated differently or discriminated against because of their characteristics. Diversity is about taking account of the differences between people and groups of people and placing a positive value on those differences. For example, in public buses, there are seats on the right for black people. There are seats on the left for white people. It's a law in America. How can we help people? Since we're financially not independent, we can do something as an awareness program. For example, we can arrange an art competition and essay writing based on the topic. We can find a way to help other kids across the world finding it difficult to join their online lessons. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ala Jamil, for joining that quick yet brief idea. The differentiation between the blacks and whites was a law in the United States of America, and I hope that law is abolished. I think it is right now. Thank you very much, Ala, for doing your reading and expressing the most important thing. Looking forward to catching you again on the Zoom sessions, but next time with a way better connectivity, hopefully. Thank you very much. All right, my dear friends, you're listening to the ICP Junior live casting session. Here we are having a lot of lessons being learned from our ICP juniors where they do their reading on these important topics and they express it over to us over and over again in order to perform better. Let me quickly bring in a good friend of mine, Yumet Jayasinghe, who is here to share with us as to what he understands about World International Justice Day. Over to you, Yumet.
Hi, so I'm Yumit,
and I'm going to speak about a very deep topic today, which is World Justice Day. On 26 November 2007, the UN General Assembly declared that starting from 63rd session of the Assembly, 17th July will be celebrated annually as the World Day of Social Justice. This day is to bring justice and give people what they deserve. But first, what is justice? Retributive justice seeks to punish wrongdoers objectively and proportionally, and procedural justice refers to implementing legal decisions in accordance with fair and unbiased processes. Justice is one of the most important moral values in the spheres of law and politics. We all need justice in this world. For everything we do, our world peace will break apart because of the unfairness and injustice. So let's stand up to justice and give what people deserve. But before I end my speech, I have a question for all of you who are watching this. So if you ever had injustice given to you, will you lose all of your respect and work for that justice, and or would you just keep your respect and do what they say? Comment that down below, and with that I'm going to end my speech. Thank you.
Hi, Yumit. I'm sorry, I had a small connectivity issue. I went off and I came back in again. I hope you're continuing in your conversation. Please do so.
I just finished.
Okay, all right. Sorry, Yumit.
Did anyone
Yes.
get the answer for my question?
What is your question again? Let's get to your question again one more time. Go ahead.
My question was, for everyone who is watching, would you lose your respect and do the right thing for justice, or would you just keep your respect and do what the people say for injustice? That's my question.
Ooh, very powerful question, Yumit. I think it also depends on whether you have a just respect, whether you're having the right type of respect. And let's see what the answers are in the comment section soon. Hopefully, we'll get in some answers before we end the session. We'll get this out. So the question is, would you do something unjust and try to keep your respect, or would you do something just and lose your respect? Am I right, Yumit? Yes, excellent. All right, let's wait for some answers in the comment section. Of course, since they're having their name on it, people are going to be thinking 2-3 times. Yumit, very tough question. That's it. Thank you very much, Yumit. Let me bring in Nevin Vanyarachi to join us in and give us a quick brief as to what he understands, as to what he sees in the World International Justice Day. Hi, Nevin. How's it going? Tell us what you're seeing.
Hi, it's going great. So, as everyone said, Channel, Gumeth, Allah, everyone. We talked about, the word justice, what it really means, and again, to, I guess, highlight it and go over it again. What do you think justice is again? Have options and rights? Sure. Laws and rules? Uh, civil rights? We've got loads and loads of ideas. But as everyone said as well, justice is people getting what they deserve. People that are in jail, they got what they deserved because they did something wrong. That is why they are in jail. Now, there have been instances where, Rosa Parks, she stood up for herself, for the black people. She was put in jail, but she did change the world and changed pretty much everything almost. Changed the way that people look at skin color and hormone. So it's okay to different opinions. It's okay. It's totally accepted. There is nothing wrong with that. We must respect people with different opinions. And the International Justice Day is celebrated by honoring individuals working to advocate the fundamental human rights of victims of injustice and crimes. And something we really don't want to accept, but we just have to, is there's quite a bit of racism and hate going around in the world, and all these people that are getting hated on, it's they are victims of injustice. And we something that people don't understand is we are all the same. We should speak up for each other, like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did. He spoke up in the speech, I Have a Dream. That is such a famous speech that truly did change the way we look at different skin colors or different cultures. We all, after that speech and everything that Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, and so many other people did, we look and we accept everyone after that. But then again, there was a time where people forgot about it. People brought it all back. And something that Martin Luther King Jr. once said, I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And this is something that not all people really understand, or not all people really take to mind and really listen to. And sadly, Martin Luther King Jr. was killed. And I know that if he was still with us, or well, lived longer, he would have definitely changed the world. Because he stood up for everything. He took the risks. He was killed, but he took the risk of changing the world. He changed the world, but he took the risk. He did die, but he took that risk. And
Yeah.
even the simplest acts of kindness can change the world. Like, as I said, Rosa Parks. And no matter the race, the color, and the differences, we are all human. We are all made the same. We all have 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 legs. We are all the same. And another thing that I wanted to highlight is we are on this. What are we using? Internet. We're using Wi-Fi. We're using data. We have the privilege of staying at home and using these services to, I guess, speak up and just give out information and entertain and all that stuff. But even learn, go to online classes. But not everyone has these privileges. Some people here in Sri Lanka as well, they end up having to climb mountains just to do an online class, right? People have
Yeah.
seen that probably on the news, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we, like, as I said over and over again, small acts of kindness, they change the world. If people, like, there are so many Wi-Fi and internet providers, even in this country, we could at least get them free Wi-Fi packages, because even if you have 100 rupees, or well, any other currency, if you even if you use that money just to help someone, that money isn't wasted. It's put into a good cause, and it's okay. Because even if you have $1 million, you put in $1 million into charity or into helping people, it's still gonna make a huge difference. And what I want to see in this world is I want to see where people aren't judged because of their color. I want to see people being friends, being getting together, being getting along with each other, forgetting about culture. Don't judge any of those stuff. Don't judge from the color. And I want to see a world where people don't judge by the nationality, the culture, because everyone should be treated the same. If Africans are treated the same, are they? Should they be? No. If they are treated the same, we should be treated that way. Because you have to treat a person the way you want to be treated. Because it really hurts. And as Mahatma Gandhi once said, be the change that you wish to see in the world. So small acts of kindness, I said this a million times, can change the world. So let's not judge for skin color, for nationality, for culture. We all should have justice. We all should speak up. Do it. You know what? Make me a promise right now. Be the change you want to see in the world. Change something. Speak out your voices. We would never have done this if we never thought about this. We would never be on streams. Go live right now. It doesn't matter where you are. Just speak your voice out. Change the world and make this world a better place.
Thank you very much, Nevin, for sharing in your thoughts and also your emotions together with it. I think the world really needs to understand that as young adults and as little kids that are actually growing up, that we want to connect the world with the goodness of what we see, and justice is something that is very, very, very important to connect the dots on. Just before we get into our final speaker, I'd like to run a quick trailer for all our learners to know what it is that is going around over here so that people will be able to connect the dots in terms of what ICP Juniors and Pufferfish is all about. Thank you very much, Nevin, for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Colombo, are you really good with ideas but need help with expressing and presenting it to your team or an audience or a group of people, whatever you might call it? I have had these similar problems too. Sometimes we know what to say, how to say it, but the struggles to express it to an audience is tough to understand, and expression becomes almost impossible. I needed help. We need help. Practice, and most importantly, coaching. Now I am able to express myself. I am trying to master the skills of presentation, but perfection is a process and it's a journey. Anything to become a public speaker and to be confident is my game, and I like to do it. So do yourself a favor. Join me, click the link and sign up, and I shall be able to give you a free consultation on how we can go about this.
Hello there, and welcome back to the ICP Juniors live streaming podcast. Here you are with me, Shoaib Ali, and joining me is Alifia Muhammad, who is giving us an idea as to what the World International Justice Day is all about. How are you, Alifia?
I'm good.
Excellent, Alifia. Looking forward to listening to you and learning from you what it is that you have understood about World International Justice Day. Go ahead, Alifia.
Hello, I am Alessia, and today I'm going to speak about why do we celebrate International Justice Day. The International Justice Day is also known as the Day of International Criminal Justice. It is celebrated to mark the anniversary of the International Criminal Court (ICC) founding treaty, the Rome Statute. It was adopted on the 17th July 1998 in Rome. The ICC looks into the functions, ruling, and structure of the courts. Some the crimes it looks over are genocide, crimes against humanity, war crimes, and crimes of aggression. The main reason for the celebration is for people to come together in effort to make sure that the world becomes crime-free. Prevalent crime that threatens peace, safety, and well-being.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, Elif.
Peaceful International Justice Day to all. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alifia, for sharing with us on your reading about World International Justice Day. And just like all the other learners who just did, Alifia, I just want to ask you something super cool. Are you enjoying this learning experience?
Yes, I am enjoying it.
Okay.
It's pretty fun.
Did you like this topic today? Is that why you chose to come in today?
Yes.
Okay. Super duper. Thank you very much, Alifia. All right, everybody, and to all the parents, well-wishers, learners, junior ICPians, also senior ICPians, and all our supportive comrades, thank you so much for giving in all your super duper support and making sure that our ICP juniors are delivering in quality. And what is really happening here is we are training the leaders of our future. These are the leaders of our future, and they have the right to be informed. They have the right to have the tools at their disposal. They have the right to have the right type of knowledge for them to exercise with greatness and undo the errors our previous generations have done to us. Thank you very much. My name is Shoaib Ali. Wish you all the very best. Stay safe and looking forward to catching you all very soon next Tuesday again on another topic. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hey, this is Ayumi.
Hey, this is Yumit. This is Nevin.
So what I really like about pufferfish is that you get to learn public speaking in a really fun way.
Pufferfish really did change my life.
These sessions are very informative and enjoyable.
I used to be scared and nervous, but now I'm not even a little bit.
All three of my coaches, they are amazing.
You could just laugh your head off whenever the coach cracked a joke.
They're super funny. They're really friendly.
The time is like flying when you get to be with them.
And what I like about the FB Live is
that feeling when you're done going live on Facebook, you feel proud of yourself.
So join our international community. Thank you.